What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Reacher Season 2, episode number 2. And I thought Season 2 started off with a bang.
Yes.
I thought they did a really good job of setting the story, setting the tone for what we could potentially be expecting in this season. This show always does flashbacks really well, at least Season 1 did.
Agreed.
And I really liked the flashbacks that we got in the first episode of Season 2.
Just the door opening. Total flashback.
Yeah, great transition. They always do a good job with that. But I love that we're getting more history with Reacher and his team and Neely and just seeing what went down with his crew because his crew is currently being hunted and killed all these years later. Yeah. We saw Franz get thrown from a helicopter after apparently being tortured because Reacher was able to figure that out within seconds after looking at some photos and reading some lab reports. But yeah, him and another one of the team members, they are apparently gone because they went to their house. Their dog died of...
That was awful. Dehydration.
Yeah, they drank all the water out of the toilet.
Poor baby.
That just sounds awful. But I think watching Reacher build this team and watching how he brought them together as a team was really interesting.
I loved that.
Like, we walked in and there's just a bunch of random people in a room. We got one dude, O'Donnell, who likes to talk shit and just doesn't stop yapping ever. Even all these years later, he still just talks too much. But we see a bunch of random people who don't seem to really get along. They don't understand why they're there.
Right.
And he basically is like, hey, let's go get some drinks. And he set up this drinking situation and knew that they were going to get some bullshit and figured a bar fight would be the best way for team bonding and bring the group together. And
there's nothing like team building over a fight.
Yeah, exactly. So that was really cool to see. He knew exactly what he was doing. And then they snapped a photo that night and that photo has popped up a couple different times.
Right.
And the fact that someone out there trying to take out his crew, the special investigators, which I gotta be honest, I think that's kind of a cheesy name.
It is a little cheesy.
But I think it's intentional. I think it's meant to be that way. Like, nobody messes with the special investigators. It's like, okay, like, yeah. When in reality, they're like the most badasses in the world. So, yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny. I think it fits really well. But when Reacher comes to the conclusion that someone's taken his crew out, he says good. Which is like, damn.
Come after me, bro.
Yeah,
Come at me.
I don't know why anybody would want to pick a fight or mess with Reacher and his crew. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out why, and I hope there's a good reason behind it, because you're probably going to die a really painful and horrible death.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's a really easy prediction.
The violence in this first episode, fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. I like the episode was titled ATM, and then there's this whole situation that plays out at ATM, and carjacker, he helps this woman and with their kid in the car, and I mean, that was fantastic. But we met this one interesting dude who I assume is one of the main villains of the season. He's roaming around and he's killing people when he gets his fake passports, and one of his names that he's going by currently is at the top of a list of names that Reacher and Neely have. So this whole situation is really interesting, but someone else was watching Reacher in a sedan where he was able to spot it within minutes.
The big guy.
Yeah, he had a hit list of all Reacher's folks, and it feels like someone from the past because they referenced Reacher as the big guy.
Yes.
And then this person referred to it like, hey, she's with the big guy. Yep. So that feels like something. But first episode, really good. Ready for episode 2? Want to check it out? Yep. Let's go.
We need to try again to warn the others. There's a black sedan across the street, couple houses down. Same one as yesterday.
Guess you were right. We're being followed. How you want to play this?
I'm gonna go introduce myself.
Of course he is.
Oh, shit.
I mean, what else would Reacher do? He's gonna confront the conflict, not avoid it.
That is fucking beaut. What's he think he's gonna do?
That. Oh, bitch. I love it. That was fantastic. I didn't know you could do that.
Dude, I don't think normal people can. Oh.
Gun!
Got it.
Just like the good old days.
You on the sidelines while I do all the work.
Ooh, burn.
Fellas, this was his gun.
Oh, shit.
NYPD?
Name's Gaetano Russo.
Hey, don't look at me. You did all the
One
work.
of my old school favorite Italian restaurants was named Gaetano's. By the way, you gotta be a fucking beast to be able to set off someone's airbag by kicking it the front of the car.
Gotta say, man, major screw up. As soon as Russo wakes up, the entire NYPD's gonna be after your ass. Why'd you gotta hit him so hard, huh?
I don't hit soft. I was pissed about the dog, and I assumed he was involved in killing Franz and Swan.
What did you teach us? In an investigation, assumptions kill.
No, it was in an investigation. Details matter.
I didn't kill him, just broke his nose. He'll be fine when he wakes up.
Shit. Gaetano Russo. Guy Russo. He's the investigating officer in Franz's homicide.
How'd he get on your tail?
NYPD saw the calls Franz made to you, flagged your name, got an alert when you bought the plane tickets, been on you since you landed.
Might not be a bad time to get out of Dodge, considering Cocky Balboa here just knocked out a lawman.
Cocky Balboa.
What the hell?
You're the reason we can't have nice things.
I didn't realize that was NYPD tracking them like that.
I know.
I don't
Like,
understand.
oops.
Was it a car accident?
No, he just kicked the car.
Well, then how the hell did the airbag go off?
He
Exactly.
kicked the car, then he pulled the cop out, and he knocked his dick in the dirt.
Oh, I'm gonna use that. He knocked his dick in the dirt.
You just stay on their asses and don't fuck this up.
All right, so they're not with the office. I thought they were.
I thought they were all together also. So
I just love how he's like, he kicked the car. How'd he set off the airbag? He kicked the
kicked
fucking
it.
car.
That was your undercover job.
Reacher? How'd you know I was undercover?
Considering the circumstances, you would have come right away. You didn't, which can only mean you didn't get our messages until recently. If you were on vacation, you would have checked in with your office periodically, so you had to be working undercover.
Same old Reacher.
Yup.
Still got your fake ID with you?
Yeah.
Use it to rent the car.
What's with all the secrecy?
Ely O'Donnell and I have been flagged in the system, and I punched out a cop.
Of course you did. Franz.
Yeah, and Swan. Sanchez and Roscoe are MIA too.
Okay, so you take care of business. You do not mess with the special investigators.
Make sure you get in.
SUV. I know. You need the headroom.
Classic Reacher, right?
yep. Well, he's 6'5", dude.
Good. Glad to see you're still here.
Feel like I'm never gonna leave. If it's reported at any army base anywhere in the world, no matter how minor the infraction, we're copied on it.
Well, anything jump out at you?
A rat the size of a honeydew.
Oh my god.
A commanding officer at a base in Afghanistan thinks someone's stealing aviation fuel.
Siphoning off gas to resell it on the side. Not exactly the kind of priority case the Army wants us taking on.
CIA noticed that every time fuel went missing from the base, it was always after a specific flight. I mean, it's a minor detail, but in an investigation, details matter.
I like that. I'm gonna use it.
It's mine is yours.
The excess fuel is being used to transport more weight than people realize is on the plane.
Yeah.
Something heavy and secret is being moved.
Exactly. Contraband in the Humvees, drugs, guns, stolen cash, all of the above.
Good work, Dixon.
I don't know about you, but all this sleuthing's made me thirsty.
Yeah, girl.
Can you buy me a drink?
I gotta keep working on these reports. Maybe next time. Excellent work, Dixon.
Yeah, no problem.
She shot her shot, and he.
Can't. It is, though. It's inappropriate. You know, you get it.
Pine Barrens. About 1 million lonely acres. A lot like the spot upstate New York where they found Franz.
They left his broken body out there to rot. For all we know, Swan's out there too.
Shit.
And Sanchez and Orozco. There's no blues station.
We're in Jersey.
It's from my phone. Franz used to blast us at HQ all the time when you weren't around.
Leave it.
I can't remember who it is. Is this Everclear or oh my god, it's gonna make me nuts.
I love how they keep focusing on the idea that he's not around.
Yeah.
Carla Dixon. She's with them now. They're headed towards Atlantic City, probably gonna try to find their missing buddies.
Good. All in the same place at once. When you get there, take them out. I just want them dead by tomorrow.
Okay. He's fun.
Fucking dead.
Okay.
And who is this gentleman?
Who is this Hans? Sorry. Shit.
It's a lot of destruction.
You guys ever know a Roscoe to go anywhere without his lighter?
Better days.
Dude, they all have the photo. That is.
Am I the only one of us that doesn't have this photo?
Got mine.
Got mine.
On my bookshelf. Hard to hang a picture on your wall when you don't have walls.
Really punching us in the gut with that idea.
Look at these photos with Sanchez and this woman.
Other than the 1/10, how many photos you have at your house?
Not many.
But she's framed, so she's important. We're going to the Lucky Lounge.
I wish I was that observant.
Right?
I wish I
I
could.
mean, I am sometimes, but like, no.
Like, his ability to spot details on stuff is just so incredible that it's like, I don't know if my eyes and my brain could, like, compute.
This woman working today?
Friends of Horace Sanchez?
Hey, Doles, these guys say they're friends of Sanchez. Want to talk to Molina. Take him back to the office. He's doing the books.
Don't try to act big, bro.
I know,
Do
you're
you see
not
Reacher?
big, honestly.
Reacher makes everybody look small.
Take your shit and get out of here now.
They thought it was something.
Used everywhere, yeah.
Isn't that the girl from the photo?
Oh, shit.
This is as far as we're going.
What's going on, fellas?
You guys are gonna stop coming around here messing with our friends.
You somehow got the...
You just smacked him.
You don't know who y'all fucking with. Oh, shit. Damn. He's being really gentle with this guy.
He is. He's not trying to like break anything.
Except for the
except for breaking.
Spartan kick through the door.
Yeah.
It's a good thing O'Donnell and I didn't go in. Something could have gone wrong.
This show makes me laugh a lot.
I never would have run if I known who you were.
Scary dude came in here asking for her about a week ago.
Broad-shouldered, bald guy?
No, he had hair, scarred on his cheek. They've gone dark before, part of the job, but this feels different.
Looking like the kind of people somebody'd hire to rough someone up. No offense, just assumed you were bad news.
It's a compliment.
They were working a case together. He didn't mention details.
Was Swan involved?
I heard him mention his name. He tried asking Franz about this.
We can't.
Why not?
Someone threw him out of a helicopter.
Well, I mean, he's
Like I said, he's very direct. He doesn't soften anything.
He got a call. Seemed important. He said $650 at $100K each. He kissed me on the cheek, and he ran out that door. You remember the last words someone you love said to you.
What is that code?
650 at 100K, we're talking 65 million bucks.
That's a lot of black chips.
Not here.
Those gaming revenue's got to be a couple billion a year, easy.
If taken carefully over time, could go unnoticed for a while.
Sanchez and Orozco do freelance casino security. I mean, maybe it all started with them. They needed help.
So they reached out to Franz, maybe Swan. Guess this whole thing could be tied to gaming.
What can I get you?
The casino's director of security.
That's one way to ask for a manager.
Now, Sanchez and Orozco talk about you guys all the
Oh,
time.
my
I love
God.
this guy.
What's this all about?
We think Sanchez and Orozco may have been looking into a $65 million gambling scam.
Well, in that case, your 650 could be rigged slot machines or fixed hands of poker, but at 100K per hand, that'd be incredibly high stakes.
What if this guy's involved?
Our books are on mark. We're not missing a penny. You know, I can ask around, see if anyone knew what Sanchez and Orozco were working on. That might narrow it down for you. This might take a few hours. Where are you guys staying?
Don't know yet.
Well, then please allow me. All we have available is a suite.
I'm not comfortable with this.
I mean, it's hard to trust anybody.
Honestly, I mean, like, even just, like, giving, like, anybody that information is just scary.
And one day I was in a bar and someone plays Howlin' Wolf, singing about trains going by in the night. That sounded like real freedom to me.
Jumping on freight trains like Boxcar Willie?
Sometimes. Mostly I take buses or hitchhike.
What kind of lunatic is picking up the world's biggest drifter?
Honestly.
Where do you eat?
I steal pie off windowsill. Diners. Sometimes people who pick me up share a meal with me. Sometimes I share with them.
Where do you sleep?
Cheap motels, mostly.
And what if you can't find one?
Unattended boats and marinas are good for a night. Flatbeds of parked trucks.
Oh my God.
All you need is a stick and a bindle.
Too much luggage.
What a life.
I don't know, but, you know, that's not like, oh, I want to spend my life with this one because,
Don't you ever get lonely?
Yeah.
yeah. There's no future with somebody who likes to wander.
Hearing more about like Reacher talk about his life and the way he handles things, it's kind of depressing and sad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's him and that's what he wants. But like, even when members of his team are like, don't you get lonely? It's like, I mean, yeah. He had an opportunity to stay with someone and he's like, nah.
Gotta go.
Him and Roscoe could have been good together.
I think they were adorable.
Stand.
Ma'am, you're showing 10 and 8 on 2 of your hands.
And I could double down and risk it all for potentially larger payout, or I could stand and have a guaranteed win because the next card out of that shoe is gonna bust you. My grandmother always said pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered.
She's no hog.
Too many.
You're having a very lucky night. Maybe you'd like to celebrate with a concert. On us. Ladies of the 80s. Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, and Taylor Dane.
Shoot, Debbie Gibson. Oh my God.
And we know you with counting cards.
Which isn't illegal if you do it in your head. Seeing that your chief of security was kind enough to comp us a suite, I'll cut you some slack. You can give these tickets to the guy in the members only jacket. It looks like you would enjoy some 80s ladies.
Motive. Oh, there's our friend with the scar. He doesn't look that scary.
Was it Debbie Gibson or Tiffany that was like, I think we're alone now?
Don't ask me, I don't know.
You don't remember that song?
I know the song, I don't have any clue who would sing it.
Is that why? Back in the day, you and I never happened. Our steps were the hardest.
How much did you drink back at the hotel?
Enough to ask you that question. I mean, come on, Reacher. It's not like I didn't drop any hints.
I was your boss. Wouldn't have been right.
Wow. Well, I waited years for that answer, and it's pure Reacher. Direct, honest, and well-reasoned. Can I ask you another question? What do you want to do about the 2 guys that are following us?
When'd you spot him?
Well, when we left the casino.
See that car parked up the street with the New York dealer tags? Pretty sure it was behind us on the expressway when we came into town.
So what's the plan?
I'm not gonna walk by that car. I might go over the fence. Go.
Oh, that fence is weak as hell. Uh-oh. Someone's gonna fall off of that, I bet you.
Fall or get thrown.
True, true. Oh, man. This fucking guy. Did you do that on purpose or an accident? He did it on purpose.
It's like the one thing I wouldn't do
is go after him.
Literally follow him in the same route that he took.
Right. No, bitch. Oh.
Dude, the way he uses his head. Oh shit.
Cinder block. God damn.
Oh shit. Oh, don't kill the guy.
There you go. Brick killed the guy.
Don't you want to ask him questions?
Apparently not.
Oh shit.
Come on, Reacher. Yeah, throwing elbows.
That extra weight's making him a little... Oh, shit. Extra weight's making him kind of slow, it looks like. Oh, that's not going to be a fun way to die. Now you're not going to be able to get any answers.
Damn, Reacher. When we were kids, we just wrote our names in it.
It's the members-only jacket guy from the casino.
If they went after us, they might go after Neely and O'Donnell, too.
They're not gonna go into a busy hotel with cameras everywhere. No ID. Let's search this asshole's car.
Is it done?
Not in the way you expected.
Oh, bitch.
You don't even know.
You're fucking with the wrong guy, Reacher. You should know that this hasn't been well for you.
Then why are you the one that sounds scared? These guys are pros. Should have left one of them alive.
Oh, you think?
Now we have nothing to go on.
Not necessarily. Parking lot pass.
New age technologies. Stamped yesterday morning.
I think it's what you call a clue. Now, what are we gonna do about those bodies?
I have an idea. I'm thirsty. Want to get a beer?
Celebrate. Oh, there's the shirt off scene.
Goddamn.
I can't believe he got sliced.
Right? He's like, oh, I thought he was going to be like, oh, my fucking shirt.
Looks like a piece of shrapnel bit me.
Barely winged you.
Chance for you to get your shirt off too.
What you doing?
What my mom used to do when the alcohol stuff.
You know, you're probably just blowing germs into it.
That's what I was thinking.
But it feels good.
I got something else you can blow. Oh.
Whoa! Family show here.
I am not safe for work.
It's perfectly normal to be lonely sometimes. Anyone living their life the way you do would. You don't have to be lonely tonight.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, girl.
And you're not my boss anymore.
That's the key point. And she got rid of her fiance for assuming cheating when he wasn't. I thought this would take a little longer, but
no.
2 episodes. Well, really 1, because she just showed up.
Yeah.
Now we're in Denver.
Well, because remember the Andrew guy, the fake guy, was going to Colorado.
All 650 will be in the truck. You can track the shipment with a GPS locator I paired to this. There are at least 2 good ambush points marked on the route.
My men will take care of the rest.
And the weapons? They'll all be used overseas. I was told that was the deal.
Absolutely.
Truck driver won't be harmed?
Of course. I would never harm anyone.
Liar. Fucker.
Why does that sound like it's connected to the thing that Dixon was talking about in the flashback? Transporting weapons and trucks.
Oh,
And...
the whole hotel heard what happened last night.
Told you were loud.
I hate to be the bearer of more bad news, but when I was looking into things, Atlantic City PD told me that 2 more bodies have been discovered in upstate New York near where they found your other friend. Judging by the decomposition, they've been there a while. Pretty easy to ID him with that.
When he joined the army, his sister was terrified he'd be killed with some disfiguring wounds. Said his dog tags could be blown off. To calm her down, he got his name and service number tattooed across his back. He loved his sister. I'm gonna have to call her.
Bodies were found in New York. Car that followed us was from New York. New York ghost tags, New York parking pass. This has always been a New York case.
Where the hell you going?
We're gonna need more guns.
Oh, shit.
I felt like a fast episode today.
Yeah, I love the way these stories are told in this show because it kind of gives you the obvious villain, but you don't know the motive.
Right.
You don't understand the connection to why the T-1000 is going after Reacher's crew. And the fact that like he knew Reacher as soon as he got on the phone,
Yeah.
but Reacher didn't know him.
Right.
Which,
That's
I mean, he has a very distinct voice. I figured Reacher would recognize the voice, but...
Oh my God. You know who else?
Huh.
John Cena's dad.
Oh. Yes, in Peacemaker, yeah. The way the mystery is told or presented and then unfolded is really interesting. I love, like, the really subtle shit that I like is the fact that Reacher will use a line early in the episode and then we'll see where it came from.
Right.
Like, Dixon is where he got the line about the investigation and
Details
whatever.
matter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that kind of small stuff. Like, it's just very subtle and really doesn't mean anything for the grand scheme of the show or the story.
Right.
But it's just a small little
it's a
detail.
nice
Yeah.
little weave in there.
Yeah, totally. And I really like and appreciate that kind of stuff. The dude who's using the fake ID and the names, that felt very much, which I don't know how or why it would connect this many years later, but it sounded like what Dixon was talking about in private to Reacher about a case that she was...
With the fuel.
Yeah.
And the
The truckers, the transporting things. It sounded like dude was dealing with transporting weapons. And
the airplanes and everything.
yeah, so I'm wondering where that connection comes from. I didn't expect Homeboy with the scar to die so fast. I thought he was going to kind of last longer and be a little bit more important.
Or, you know,
I mean, he's obviously important, but
beat some information out of him.
yeah, Reacher just went straight for the kill. He's looking a little slower, kind of stiff with those new muscles.
I think he's too buff.
I mean,
If that's a possibility,
It
I
is.
mean, like, even though he holds his gun, he was like,
muscles make you
God
stiff.
damn.
Being that buff makes you stiff. But
Yeah, it does.
I mean, especially this episode.
Dixon got it.
How many years in the making?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
That was like one of the most obvious things because Neely was like grilling him on it in the last episode. Like, oh, you hook up with anyone else?
Yeah.
And then you saw the like episode, like the flashback of them flirt. Well, she was flirting with him. He was just kind of like really uncomfortable.
I'm your boss, I'm your boss, I'm your boss,
Yeah,
I'm your boss.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cold shower, cold shower, cold shower. Not interested.
I am not thirsty.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, I am thirsty now. Let's go get a drink.
Yeah.
And they get into a crazy fight, and then they get
I'll
it
show
on.
you my scar if you show me yours.
She was very she knew she was freaking like she knew what was.
We're not
Yeah,
stupid.
she knew exactly what she was doing.
We know exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, that's gotta be such a gut wrenching feeling to find out that now 4 of your crew members, your buddies, your friends, they were tortured and killed the way that they were.
It's awful. And thrown
And-
from a helicopter.
Yeah, dude. Just the way that this is playing out, and they're really putting a big focus on Reacher's personal life in this first 2 episodes, and it's really sad. Like, obviously, it's what he wants. That's just who he is.
He just likes to move around. Again, he's a wanderer.
But I feel like it's starting to hit him now because he didn't know about Dixon's engagement. He didn't know about the wedding that O'Donnell had. Like, he didn't realize that one of the members of their crew died and they had a funeral. Like, he wasn't able to be there for anything or even be informed of any of this stuff. This is like his crew. This is his team. They're really tight with the exception of Reacher. Like, it's almost like they don't have a relationship outside of work at all.
Yep.
And it's one of those really interesting things, having relationships with people that you work with. But when you're doing the line of work that Reacher and this crew are in, you got to be tighter than just coworkers.
Yes.
You're obviously, like, everyone has the picture. Obviously, the special investigators are super important to everybody, means a lot to everyone.
And you don't mess with them.
Yeah. And especially Franzi, like, the fact that his password all these years later was Reacher's name. Like, obviously, he was a mentor.
Reacher meant a lot to everybody else, but it feels like Reacher can't mean a lot, or can't have everybody else mean a lot to him.
It's almost just...
But they do, though. The song
That's
that
the
comes
part,
on the
yes.
radio, it's like, no, leave it on.
Yeah, he's so simple but complex at the same time as a character.
Yes.
Because, I mean, I don't know how many people could just blurt out the truth about someone being dead, dismembered, and just thrown from a helicopter. Like, he just blurts that shit out. Yeah. And he's super upfront. He's super honest. He's very logical when it comes to things. Mm-hmm. Even when Dixon, waiting all those years for that answer, very Reacher of you, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where,
that. He's not trying to take advantage of anyone.
Right. But it's one of those things where in season 1, where you had to go tell wife that her husband was dead, sometimes you need to be gentle with that. He just comes out and's like, oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah. Or missing, or whatever the case was. And there's just no beating around the bush. There's literally no anything. It's just straight to the point.
Speaking of beating around the bush.
I mean, he did that, yes. Literally and figuratively.
And he apparently was really loud about it.
He was, yes. For sure.
Get it.
That makes sense. But yeah, I'm really digging the way this show unfolds their stories. I like the way they tell them. I love how important all the flashbacks always feel because, as we saw from season 1, all the flashbacks build to a certain moment. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the case with this season, but it feels like it. As we're learning about the crew and getting to hang out with the members that are still alive, we got a full introduction of them prior to meeting them, with the exception of Neely, obviously, because we got to see her in season 1. But it's really interesting the way this is all laid out, what the deal is. Like, that's the big question. Like, why? Why does this dude think he's scarier and more dangerous than Reacher and the special investigators?
Right.
And I love how Reacher called him out on it. He's like, well, then why do you sound scared?
Looking at you
Mm-hmm.
and I got a phone call from you and you sounded pissed,
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm peeing my pants.
Exactly. So yeah, I think these first 2 episodes are really cool, really fun, very typical Reacher. These deaths in this episode weren't as violent as we usually get. I mean, killing somebody with, what is that, a cement
Yeah,
smoother
it's like
tool?
I don't
spatula type of thing.
like a ground-
Freaking stab that dude in like multiple spots with, like, Reacher will find anything and use it as a weapon.
Which those things are sharp.
Oh hell yeah, of course.
They're thin pieces of metal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm still blown away by the way that he was able to kick an airbag out of a vehicle.
Love that.
That was amazing.
I love
And I love how when the dude was trying to explain it, he's like, he kicked it.
Yeah.
He kicked the car.
How else do you want
that
me to
much
tell
force?
you? Yeah.
Not. I mean, I
you know
couldn't
what it
do
reminds
that.
me of? Like when you like whack the thing at the fair and the thing
Oh,
goes up
yeah.
and ding.
No normal person could just go up to a car and kick it and have the airbag deploy. It takes a very, very powerful person to do that.
Absolutely. That was so fun.
Yeah, great episode, great show so far. I just love the tone. This isn't really probably meant to be a comedy, but this shit makes me laugh.
It does.
And-
I love this.
Yeah, the
I
tone
love the
is
comic
dark.
relief.
The
Yeah.
tone is dark, but Reacher makes things funny.
Yeah.
So it's got such a great combo of just elements to this show. And yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes. Episode 3, we'll get it out as soon as possible before episode 4 drops. So any other thoughts? All right, y'all. Leave your comments. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.